the game go? Is the thing live? There you go. I am live. Cool. Okay.
What does this have to do with friends? I think this is naive. I'm sorry.
Why is it not Putin's failures or Russia's failures to avoid war? Why is
the Zelensky news?
Yep.
all of the agency placed on the victim here, the defender, right? These are the kinds of people that our country is supposed to exist for, and we failed. How are you as an American spread the propaganda pieces about Zelensky and his wife are shopping in New York? Where are Putin's videos of him being on the front line? Zelensky is like daily filming videos in places that people don't even know if it'll be under Ukrainian control.
Are you going to pause it during the actual game? Oh, they have a right call.
Where's the second take? He's jumping.
Damn it. I'll try to
Oh, shit! Oh no, this. Yeah.
Trying to give you alt charge. One of their tanks is switching.
Thank God, I hate Winston.
Roadhog.
Oh, that's second.
Nice.
Oh. There's somebody on the other side?
Wrecking ball's behind us. Oh, he's in front of us.
What?
I'll try to repay the favor.
Yeah. There's a Zen up there. You see him?
Oh,
I wanted to get over there, but Cassidy. Where's that? Did he leave?
he died.
Oh, he died.
That warms the bones.
There's a lot of them coming up there.
You picked the wrong.
Well, that was weird. Why did he go that way?
I don't know. I mean, he's trying to get in somewhere, I guess. Holy shit, you killed a lot. Wish I hacked that for you.
Fucking A. He's healing so much. Ugh.
They can't get away with this. Experience tranquility.
Get an EMP when that ends. Oh, I missed.
I think that's it. Oh, they lost. Oh, we won. Got him.
Got him.
Being sieged or bombed.
I have never talked to Vladimir Putin, but I have a feeling he is ready. Because Donald Trump is ready. I hope you are ready.
Everybody's ready for peace but you, Zelensky. What's the Lex counter to that?
There were waves of Russian on the first day who said he ran away. I had to go out into the street. I left the office and went outside. I had to do this because I was showing that this was no green screen, you know, to show that it was the street, not some digital manipulation. I mean, I did these things, then I touched various objects. Now people might think that these are small things, but I was actually showing that I was in a real place. All of this had an impact. I was absolutely sure of my actions. And then I spoke to the Russians, I addressed Russians, I really did. And then only after that, I gathered, it was the first day when I invited all of the journalists here, wasn't it? To the press center in this building. I talked to journalists, I asked them not to leave because we needed weapons. At that moment, they were handing out rifles to people. And for me, journalists and media platforms were essential voices. There were various journalists from different countries here, and they were essentially stuck. And I asked them for contacts, those who had access to Russians, Belarusians, Kazakhs who understood everything, the same information. And I spoke to them. And I spoke to them and spoke in Russian. I told them, you must stop Putin. This is terrible. This is horror. This is war. You must stop him. And if you stand up now, if you speak out, and if you go out into the streets, this was very important. I spoke to them in Russian to show them that there was no problem and that all of these pretexts were made up. This is why it's so painful to talk about the Russian language too, because look, if the person does not want to listen, they will not listen, no matter what language we speak.
I disagree with you here. I think and hope that many people in Russia will hear us.
Because I don't think I ate my prednisone, did I?
They blocked YouTube.
Oh, I don't know.
Are
Did
you
you?
aware of this?
I don't
Probably
think
not.
In their country.
When did I
And I
take the
simply guarantee
prednisone?
that this
A week or
conversation will
so?
travel fast on the internet. Everyone will hear you. They will hear you. Including The
9.
president of Russia will hear you.
Ooh.
This is why I have hope.
You think I can still eat it?
He is actually deaf.
Is there any
He
harm in
doesn't speak to
taking
you.
another omeprazole?
He is deaf by his
don't
very
know.
nature. Do you understand the difference? You know, for instance, when you talk to Musk, you're talking to... Talk to Musk. You're talking to an innovator, a scientist about rockets. You talk about how to save on costs and how they land. And on the other hand, Putin doesn't launch rockets to save money, but to kill people.
Is toxic positivity a thing? Because that's what I get from Lex in this combo. It's not like toxic positivity. You can be positive. I don't think you can be toxically positive. It's just when you... Sometimes it feels like people are being naively positive or obfuscating or equivocating. I think that's the issue. You can't just be glazing one side so fucking hard and then attacking the other side so fucking hard and then just saying like, oh, hope and love and hope and love. Okay, well, like, where's the criticisms for Putin? I never heard that Russia had blocked you. I didn't even know that. Has Lex complained about that in any of his episodes? Maybe he has. I don't know.
Do you think you can talk to Putin about technology? your guys were interviewing him, and he told them about tribal history.
Yeah.
Imagine a Russian man in his country listening to him. You know what Musk is about? Technology, Mars, artificial intelligence. And this guy, Putin, is standing there bare-assed, pontificating about tribes. You've got to understand. You think...
No holding back. Let's move.
Oh.
I need healing. Привет. Over here. Go. Stay near my pylon.
Good to go.
I don't know.
Healing pylon deployed.
You can't hide.
Привет. Muéstrame dónde te duele. Healing pylon out. Positioning healing pylon. See what I'm capable of. Don't think I'm here just to help. I was made for this. Healing pylon deployed.
Oh, Doomfist was where? I zoned out for a second. Oh, Hanzo's in the same spot.
Positioning healing pylon. Pylon is down. Stay away. Stay near my pylon. Thank you. That helps. Stay close. I'm trying to help. Watch here. Crush the enemy. Positioning healing pylon. My ultimate. Working on your injury. Keep close. Let's hit the ground. Stay near my pylon.
Good bubble by Zarya.
Hit the crack. Let's hit the healing pylon deployed.
Best round. One. Complete.
Think that when you do interviews, like Mr. Tucker, who did an interview there, that you're about to make them friends. How could you... What does this have to do with friends? He's different. He is simply different.
But it's still necessary.
A mammoth stands before you.
Rest until this is done.
By the way, I must say that when you said bare-assed, it was not translated. Could the interpreter please translate?
This is so that you
Thank
can
you.
understand.
Now he explained everything to me. I
Yeah?
understand.
That's
Now
great.
fully understand.
I missed that
That's
part.
I don't
But we
know.
still need to talk.
One should always speak with someone who listens. A scientist about rockets. You talk about how to save on cost and how they land. And on the other hand, Putin doesn't launch rockets to save money but to kill people.
It's toxic positivity.
This is almost a victory. Don't drop your guard. Don't touch me. Healing pylon out.
Oh, I love this.
Stay near my pylon.
I get okay.
Changing my pylon's location.
I tried. Okay.
Positioning healing pylon. Your tactic is good. Привет.
There's somebody to the right as well. Be careful. Nice. Can't see you though.
I'm sorry, sir. I cannot heal you there.
Just die in some hard spots sometimes.
Oh, yes, sir.
We're at 67, so let's back up. Soldier's right side. Looting. I think we overdid it.
Play of the game.
It does feel like a lower level game so late at night. Alright.
Be a thing because that.
And Ukraine has to be strong. Strong enough. Otherwise, what for? So
That's
He-
not Zelensky speaking. It could
like
be like
Voldemort,
AR, AI, or somebody else.
who must
Translator or something?
not be named?
Yeah.
Yes, he's like Voldemort. He thrives, subsists, and lives on being subjectified. Instead of isolation, he is offered to step out into the light. He's darkness personified, and you offer him, as it were, to be subjectivized. Why? There's only one reason. Fear. And you say, we need to talk. Listen, we need to be in a strong position and not talk, but end the war. Yes, it is possible through dialogue. We're not opposed to it. You just need to be in a strong position to make the other person want it. Do you think he wants to end the war? That's what you suggested? I think this is naive. I'm sorry. With all due respect, it's not.
Find the lowest priced health plans at healthforcalifornia.com.
Naive to think he wants to finish the war. There's something we need. I think that President Trump not only has will, he has all these possibilities, and it's not just talk. I really count on him, and I think that our people really count on him. So he has enough power
Select your hero.
to pressure him, to pressure Putin, not into wanting to stop it. No, he will not want to pressure him to actually stop it. That is the difference. Don't rely on his will, Putin's will to stop. You won't see it.
Sounds like AI
That's what I
did.
think. Sorry.
No, sorry, I interrupted you first. But what I would want, I do have what some might call a naive dream of you sitting down with Putin and Trump and negotiating a deal about.
I had this like fear that when I went to debate Finkelstein, that Finkelstein and Rabbani would be bringing up all these like really deep historical events, and I wouldn't know anything, and I would just have to like appeal to like very broad, vague things because I just wouldn't be able to keep up with the convo. That was like my fear. Is this just going to be like Zelensky saying something particularized and something specific to Putin or a specific criticism, and then Lex responds?
Ba-ba.
Is that a widow left? Jesus.
Sorry, I was on the right side with Ash. I didn't realize.
I didn't do a very good job healing the tanks, but I don't heal them so fast. Especially when they go around the corner. We're all killing this hazard, so if you can heal the others up there, that'd be neat. Oh, you're the one who's taking damage, though. I'm here. I can push because you got shorter range.
That's fine. Both their healers are dead, so they're just coming back probably. Jesus Christ. Widow, take your time. He's not shooting at you.
The enemy has claimed the robot.
I don't have time to be weak. Positioning healing pylon.
Jesus. Widow to the right.
Fuck, he's so low.
Positioning healing pylon.
What combo is this?
Approaching
I like the combo where Hazard drops spikes and Zarya puts a grab on the spikes, and so you're just getting pulled into the spikes over and over again.
It takes damage. It does a lot of damage.
play of the game.
Nerf this.
I've typically healed that much on Gina.
Our other DPS was struggle blessing.
Ready for battle.
You see this? This is pretty funny. Here. I was trying to help our Widow because our Widow was over here. It's like, take your time, Widow!
Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
Spawning broadly with hope and love every single time? Is that what this whole thing is going to be? Remember, this guy's read tons and tons and tons of books. Countless books, he said, countless.
Thanks.
There should be a plethora of deep, deep history that one could draw from
Every soldier
to make, even in recent history, in terms of Ukrainian-Russian relations, post-91, pre-91. Okay, let's see.
Might call a naive dream of you sitting down with Putin and Trump and negotiating a deal about a ceasefire and together finding a path to long-term peace. And I think this requires strength, requires negotiations. There are a lot of carrots and sticks here that can be used to make a real deal. And Trump is very keen on making a deal and ready to negotiate.
Can I ask you a question?
What kind of deal? What kind of sticks? What kind of carrots? This is probably like, how many hours through this interview until Zelensky is like, I thought the first days of the war were the scariest, the hardest days of my life, but it's actually enduring this. It's actually not losing my shit in this conversation right here. Like what? It's okay, 53 minutes. Okay, maybe we'll get to some. Yep.
What the
I
hell?
just really want you and I to be on the same page.
Yes. What is it going to be? Criticisms of like, can we please stop just saying peace and love for Putin, please?
It's very important to be in the same information space.
Yes.
Extremely important.
Not living in different alternate realities. Yeah.
Let's talk a bit about the ceasefire.
Okay. Specifics.
Let me describe the situation to you.
Okay.
In December 2019,
Oh, shit.
in Normandy, in Paris.
It's a conversation. This is why you don't want to watch it, because all you want to see is them debate shit. No, what I want to see is a substantive conversation, and I just want to see it. But I understand now what you're saying. Nobody actually wants to see it. You just want to see people that have impressive titles just sit here and just blah, 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 back and forth. That's all you want to see. You just want to see random, and then you can come away being like, yeah, I listened to the president of Ukraine and an American podcaster say these things. It's like, okay.
Paris, at the Elysee Palace, Macron, Merkel, Putin and I agreed on the ceasefire. The US wasn't there. And this, by the way, was a weak point of the meeting. If you'd like, we can later discuss why they weren't there. It's a security guarantee thing in general. It's Germany's position, etc. We agreed on an exchange of
Goes to your right.
hostages and all for all exchange. We made a deal to exchange everyone for
Goes
a
to your right.
you know that. And there was also a meeting that lasted many hours. A meeting where we made a deal with him. Everyone was tired. It was just the two of us in the room. And I proposed a ceasefire. By the way, no one in Ukraine believed. You believed in the ceasefire. And he wanted troop withdrawal. I calculated that if there were a withdrawal of troops from the line of contact the way Russians proposed, it would take 20 minutes.
If I'm still sad, I'm still fighting.
EMP activated.
By yourself. You're by yourself.
I've got you in my sights. Much better.
Keep us behind you.
Right there, right there.
I don't understand your generation. It's high time. I've seen tougher spots.
Oh, fuck it.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
They can't get away with this. We're outnumbered. Stay sharp. Biotics deployed. Come get me. I've got you in my sights.
We're just coming back. Don't engage quite yet.
Shit, I've got an EMP.
They'll regret that. Discord weakened. Everyone heal up.
Jesus.
Play of the game.
Yep. When this guy was playing Wrecking Ball, he didn't do it very well, but he knew what he was supposed to do.
Proved it to him, just in terms of time. Square kilometers, namely the length of the line of contact or delimitation line. And we agreed on what I told him, that it will not work out. But I had many points because I was deeply involved in the issue. I was involved very deeply. It's my thing in general. If I start doing something, I can't stand there like that guy I spoke about with my ass out, you know? I must be
His
dressed.
ass out, bare ass.
I must be prepared.
Yeah.
I must be prepared better. Better than anyone in front of me. You do sports, right?
Mhm.
I practiced for many years. And we know what fights are like, what boxing is, what Thai boxing is. This is what I did, and I loved it very much. When you step into the ring, you...
Destiny, when people have middle ground and understanding for each other, there is no... I hope that one day, I hope that when we do our civil war and shit, that your family is like being put up for whatever, guillotine blocking, and there's like 7 of you, and they're trying to figure out like how many of you should kill, and one side wants to kill your whole family, and
Oh my god, Dusty.
you're like, oh no, like I don't want any of my family to be killed.
Yeah.
And it comes up, and they're like, the middle ground, actually. We're just gonna kill 3.5 of your family members. And you're like, oh my god, bro. Wow, what a middle ground. That's so peaceful. Well, good for you. Was it King Solomon, where there were 2 women that were arguing over a child that both claimed belonged to them? And King Solomon and his wisdom was like, you know what? Let's just cut this motherfucker in half, and we'll give each half to one mother, and and then everybody's happy, right? And I know you're American too, and that's what hurts even more. Because only an American can say something that retarded. Holy shit! My god, the people in my country, kill me!
You understand everything, pretty much. And so I stepped into it, and I was
They shook hands after the Civil War for a reason. They shook hands after the South was crushed and then reintegrated back into the United States when the Confederate States of America was destroyed and ceased to exist. They shook hands and then, yes, reintegrated back into the United States of America proper. Correct. Yes.
definitely well prepared. But he wasn't. No. He was not deeply involved in the process. What border? Where is it? How long will it take to disengage troops? And why wasn't he involved? You want to know? Because he wasn't going to do any of this. This is what confused me. If you are not deeply involved in the issue, well then it's as if you don't really need the result. That's what I think. So what happened? We agreed that there will be gas continuation, gas transit. In 2019, we agreed with him. This was the security for Europe. Merkel asked me for it. And this was extremely important for Germany. We agreed with him.
No nonsense.
Secondly, we agreed that
Keep this
for him
clean.
it was just money.
Copy?
So secondly, we agreed on an exchange. For me, this was the most important thing. For them, gas was. For me, was the people. And this is a fact, because I wanted to have a humanitarian advantage, so that there would be further meetings that would lead to sustained peace. And third, ceasefire. Ceasefire you spoke about. What happened? The gas contract was signed because he needed it. And by the way,
Yeah, okay. It sounds like a wrecking ball behavior.
I go out on my terms.
Ow.
Mid.
Why are they taking so much damage, dude?
You'll have to try harder than that.
Join me at the objective. Glory elite! Enemy turret ahead.
Punch.
I have you. Keep fighting. Show it for your wound.
Target's locked. Open fire.
Stand up for the
Where the hell did Genji go? I hope you healed him.
Close your eyes. Objective is under attack.
Yeah.
Breaking them down.
Maybe I should have just nanoed.
I'm here. Keep fighting. I keep you up.
Back!
He's gonna hazards. Oh man.
Ah, fuck. I just want a DPS, man.
I'm not
Yeah, not so easy with this team.
First round lost.
Heal it as much as I can.
Complete.
I think the Reinhardt just needs to wait a little bit.
0-1.
Is this one a scrap or a heist? I wasn't listening.
Jesus Christ, man.
I'm backing up. You guys are, well, I guess I'm not, but I should be backing up. Going around the right side.
I'm backing up.
Holy shit.
Ugh, fuck.
Holy shit. No.
I don't know how.
Defeat.
This is not the end.
I have no idea how. Maybe.
Play of the game.
QQ?
Way he knew.
To give a small ounce of benefit of doubt to Lex, Zelensky talks pretty long segments, and although seems to ask direct questions to Lex, plus, given the big delay and loss in translation, seems like it's a bit hard for Lex to jump in and have a back and forth combo without seeming to interrupt rudely. Obviously still wish Lex didn't just ask naive questions and actually dig more into the substance. Okay, I don't speak Russian or Ukrainian, so it's hard for me to know how good Lex's Russian is. But if you're not, like, if you are fluent in a language, the way that your mind searches for words is a lot different. There's a difference between, like, having an idea and expressing the idea versus, like, not even being able to think in the language, but having to hear them say something in that language, translated in your mind from the language to English, think of the idea in English and then like, I don't believe that you can have a fluent conversation. You can't have a real conversation like that. You can't do it. Even in the very, very, very rudimentary Spanish that I know, like when I'm listening to things and I'm hearing it in Spanish as a non-fluent speaker, when I hear, I have to try to translate it back to English, and then I have to try to translate it back to Spanish in my mind, and then speak the most basic bitch fucking present tense infinitive version of verb language that I can possibly do. There's no possible way you can have a serious in-depth conversation involving emotion, involving different verb tense, involving higher level abstract stuff. You just can't do it, right? So in that case, don't do it in these languages. Now, I don't know, maybe Lex's Russian is good enough to do that, okay? That's one, okay? But number two, when you talk about Zelensky,
hey, sorry for interrupting. Isn't that annoying?
Yes.
What if I told you there was a way to get rid of ads like this?
No.
speaking a lot, okay? He's giving long answers, all right? The frustrating thing about most people that speak a lot is they say so much when they could have just said it in 1 or 2 sentences. It's not very information dense. It's just a lot of like, okay, we get it. You can fucking yap, okay? Zelensky is a guy who was, among so many other things, an actor turned president of a corrupt country turned military leader in one of the most unprecedented conflicts in the past 3 decades in Europe, and has done an admirable and a commendable job in leading his country through that. And when he is speaking about things that's going on, this is like very information dense stuff. There's a lot of stuff that you could dig into here. He's not just yapping, right? So far, we've gotten an interesting perspective on ceasefire talks. We had a conversation that he had with the leader of Belarus. You know, the entire concept of how important it was to control like the flow of information. This is something that other people around the world have learned during conflict, that is incredibly important to get lines of information. These are like, there's like, in terms of just what he's talked about, like in 1 hour, right? This is an incredibly dense, I'm sorry, not in 1 hour, in like 50 minutes or 45 minutes, because there was a 10.
3, 2, 1. Attack commence. Capture objective A. Soldier on route.
I got you, Humba.
Thank you. I can't believe you didn't kill me.
Oh, he's so close. Is anyone gonna deal with him?
I don't know. I'm not healing Ryan. Ah.
I go out on my terms.
Can you jump up there if you can and help deal with Junkrat if he's there?
Sure, but not jumping up on the left though to help venture that side. I don't think I can deal with the Junkrat myself. Oh, he is still here. But he messes up a lot.
He does, but just having like somebody shoot him on one side and I'm shooting him on the other side.
I'm gonna run for a bit. Ow. Okay, the hazard still up here. Watch out for skunk. Oh no, buddy.
Ah, fuck.
This is not the end. This ends now.
It's rough.
Watches over you.
Oh, nice. Shoot. Huge. Okay, Ryan. Yeah, let's go for the point. Oh, never mind. Let's kill Ryan first. Is it a good idea? Whoa, hazard. Yeah, thank you. That was a nice nano. Tanks are taking so much damage in that hallway. Oh, my bad. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. We're going forward. Come on. Come on, team. Okay.
Okay.
Try harder than that.
Play of the game. This ends now. On a roll.
I think everyone just forgot about the people on the left side and just ran past the point. Did you see that? Right here?
Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
An introduction from like a lot of stuff that's like given here. Like it would be interesting to hear more on any of these particular things.
Every soldier needs a cause.
Also, I've been playing too much hit scan because I have not been landing any of my sleeps on huge targets.
300 meters downrange. You fired once, they both fell. Beautiful.
That's not the word I would choose.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Objective unlocks in 30 seconds. Greetings.
Where are you gonna go? Your favorite low ground thing?
The window? Yeah.
Feeling spry.
Nothing around here. Yeah.
No termination.
Holy shit.
Oh. Back in A.
What the fuck did that come from?
Where is everybody?
Oh, I'm so confused. What's going on?
They're all around the elevator. They're all around the elevator.
Is that supposed to alleviate my confusion?
Oh man, what's your confusion? They're all around the elevator.
So am I. It's just they're everywhere. They're coming from all sorts of different directions. And I haven't played Cassidy in a while, so I'm having trouble aiming.
The wrecking ball?
Well, bye.
Adaptive circuit engaged. Wrecking ball.
Robot secure. Repeat. Robot secure.
For the back. What the fuck?
What happened?
There's a wrecking ball right behind us.
I'm trying to deal with the what is it?
The war goes on. They took the robot. Don't let it move a single step. I've been doing this for years. We're on the move.
Okay.
Okay.
They can't get away with this.
Checking in.
There's...
Get in there.
Apparently we're still going forward, but
I've seen tougher spots.
there's a soldier trapped in between us.
I know.
Don't let them get away.
He's gonna be on the mega. I'm just gonna keep going because
Wow.
Heroes never die.
Doom's low, but not that low. You give up?
I guess so.
My bad. Oh, he's so low.
Do we have the backup? the back end.
Supplying damage increase.
Feeling sprung. Smoke. There's fire.
And then come back this way. I want to get separated again.
Fuck.
60 seconds.
You just need to wait a second.
Bionic healing ready for you. That warms the bones.
How the hell did she get out of there?
10 seconds. Overtime.
Knock me down and I'll keep getting back up. Where there's smoke, there's fire.
I think we won.
Okay. Okay.
We've almost got them.
I just need to stop doing even any little bitty flanks. If I'm even a tiny bit separated from the group, I'm dead.
The Doomfist and the Wrecking Ball was pretty good at stopping that. Oh.
But the only engagement has just been peace and love and hope, and that's just very annoying, I think.
The gas contract was signed because he needed it. And by the way, he knew everything about it. As for exchange, we took the first step and exchanged the people. Regarding the ceasefire,
I think the silver lining is that the lack of pushback and any kind of substantive critique from Lex will help further Zelensky's cause and make more people support Ukraine. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know how much this weird, bizarro format is going to inhibit people's engagement with this. But like, this would be such a fascinating time for Lex to present like the counter arguments, like why didn't you guys just give in immediately, or why didn't you agree to peace, or how, maybe they're coming, later on down the road, because there's so much misinformation. We got into a little bit of it, like that you banned Russian, didn't you? Right? I don't know, but we're only 45 minutes in. We'll see more.
well, they started killing us in about a month. So I called him and I told him, we agreed
It would be very easy for Trump to pivot on Ukraine. Agree or disagree? Agree 1,000,000%. Trump can pivot any which way in Ukraine because nobody knows anything about it. Nobody really cares about it in the United States. And Trump doesn't know anything about it or really care about it. Trump could pivot either way, like 100%. Trump could be Ukraine's greatest ally. Trump is retarded enough that he could call in like a no-fly zone or U.S. airstrikes into Moscow and not even realize what the he's doing. Like, it's
agreed on a ceasefire, didn't we? Well, it wasn't a piece of toilet paper, was it? This is serious business. Or so it seemed. It really was serious.
not defending Lex. It is kind of just Lex's stuff from what I've seen. Very much open questions and letting the interviewee soapbox. Am I the only person on the entire internet who's aware of like what his audience thinks and doesn't like it when his audience thinks things that are super in contrast to what I believe? Is there a single other person on the internet that does that? I don't understand this. If I were to do a video, if I were to give a take, and like when we argue about the Luigi healthcare assassinator guy or the Trump firefighter guy, whatever else, and I see where I'm saying things and then my audience is like dramatically out of step with my belief, the inclination that I have is to fight with my audience or to figure out like, well, why do we believe in different things? How many of you do I need to ban? Just kidding. Like what's going on here? I couldn't imagine having so much of my audience believe a thing that I proclaim not to believe in. So when Lex is saying things like, I believe both sides need to do peace and blah, 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 but his audience is very clearly, massively far right, far Russian captured, does that not bother him? Or does that not irritate him? Or Like, how can you not? There has to be something going on there that I don't understand. I don't know.
Or was it? This is serious
Because
business.
he's Rush.
Or so it
Like,
seems.
I don't
It
know,
really
because
was
he
serious.
wants Putin to
Merkel,
win.
Macron,
Like, you guys keep falling for this stupid shit. Lex said people believe speaking Russian is banned, didn't he? He didn't outright say he believed it was true. Yeah, but he's repeating these are the things that his audience believes, and he's probably more favorable to that than not. Although I would have to see specifically if he's tweeted about it or said it. But
A ceasefire is important, isn't it? Not for New Year's, because everyone was celebrating New Year's. And now they're offering us a Christmas ceasefire. It's all the same. A ceasefire for 2-3 days just to get some praise. But this isn't a performance. This isn't some kind of theater. No, this is about people's lives. And that's what happened. After that, I called him a few more times. I think I only had 2-3 calls with him in total. I asked him for a ceasefire. He told me it couldn't be. We will figure it out now. People from the occupied territory, Russians and separatists, they were all there together. They continued to shoot and kill our people. Yes, the front lines were quiet, but they killed people. They were killing people. And I kept calling him. I called again and again, but there was nothing. Until, after a few months, the Russians stopped answering the phone. We did not have any contact since. I wanted another meeting, like we had in Normandy. I wanted the next meeting. I wanted to find a solution, but the Russians refused. We tried to make it happen through various European countries, and not only European, but the Russians refused.
like, the real test is going to be, what is it? There's something that, God, I read that one thing, and it's like, it's lived in my mind forever, and I understand this so much better now. The ground that you meet for a conversation on is so, like, it controls everything in such a hard to understand way that, like, if I'm bringing you to a conversation, and the assumption is, like, you guys are the one that need to find peace, you guys are the ones that are kind of, like, provoking the war, you guys are the one that, like, need to figure out how to end this. Why does it start there? Why is it not Putin's failures or Russia's failures to avoid war? Why is all of the agency placed on the victim here, the defender, right? But who knows, maybe this conversation with Putin will be...
Passed along some kind of bullshit, made excuses, they didn't want it. Meanwhile, they were sending their snipers. We had evidence, living proof, even video evidence, because some of them were captured back then. Those were the snipers in training. They were training them. And later those snipers operated in Syria. These snipers were training in our country, in the east.
Like, one question I would have is, like, were you ready to die for Ukraine? Like, were you planning on, or what was the conversation like? Were you expecting to be executed a month into the war? Because my understanding, I could be wrong, but in the first couple months of this war, when everybody expected Ukraine to fall in 2 weeks, I don't think he ever fled Ukraine, right? I don't think he fled Kiev at all, right? I don't think he did. Didn't he? He was just there the whole time, right? Against an enemy to where... like, would anybody have even judged him if he would have left? Like, Zelensky flees Ukraine into Europe? I don't even know if anybody would have been like, wow, what a loser. Like, I think, yeah, obviously, he's fleeing. Fucking Russia's gonna take over his fucking country. Yeah, and then there was the, because I think the U.S. offered to evacuate, and then there was that headline. Zelensky refuses U.S. offer to evacuate, saying, I need ammunition, humble pride. Because I think he said he needed more shells or something instead. These are the kinds of people that our country is supposed to exist for. Like, we are the most incredible force multiplier, or should be, for these types of people. And we failed to answer our call for that.
Good morning, Ukrainians. Currently, there are a lot of games appearing on the internet. Like that, I'm asking our army to put down arms and evacuate. So I'm here.
Like, how do you even, like, it's such a propaganda war that Russia somehow still won? How are you as an American? Like, how dare you spread the propaganda pieces about Zelensky and his wife are shopping in New York, right? Where are Putin's videos of him being on the front line? Meanwhile, Zelensky is, like, daily filming videos in places that people don't even know if they're being in 2 or 3 days. Or places that are actively being sieged or bombed.
Fuck!
Or
What did you block that?
Or, like, nobody knows anything. And Zelensky's out here, like, posting videos of all this shit. Meanwhile, here's the question. Did Putin...
Oh, because it's easier to see when I get hooked?
Moscow when, Petrovsky, I'm just putting random fucking Russian sound symbols. Who's the mean guy? Did he flee Moscow when that guy was going north? Did he flee? He did? Like, that's unbelievable. That's how unbelievable. Did he actually? Putin flees Moscow. During this meeting. Like, unbelievable. He flew to St. Petersburg? Unbelievable. Tucker said Zelensky gets no points because the leader is expected to be on the front lines. Trump wouldn't even join his marchers on January 6th. What a fucking loser. God, our country's so fucking pathetic right now.
Ukrainians were living targets. They were shooting from the other side, killing people, women, people, children. They were shooting. It was a hunt. By the way, it was in the Russian-speaking region, in the east, where, according to him, everyone is speaking Russian. That's where they were shooting, where the situation currently is the most tense. They kill people. We sent this information, sent pictures, we sent them to the UN, sent them everywhere. We worked very hard, very persistently. I met with everyone, but who thought of Ukraine back then? They didn't notice it much. They didn't pay much attention to Crimea being illegally occupied either. And to be honest, the United States of America too. Everyone was somewhat silent about this issue. That's how it was. It was like that before a full-scale war. I want to ask you a question about this in Mariupol today. There are American and Ukrainian journalists. And everyone.
Commander Chief needs to say, so just my understanding is based on what he said, it sounds like Ukraine, his position is also the Commander-in-Chief as well. He called it the Supreme Commander, that was the translation. It sounds like that their leader has the same role.
There are American and Ukrainian journalists. And everyone will tell you who had contact.
They mocked Romney for saying that Russia was a threat way back then. Because Russia is not a threat militarily, and Russia is not a threat physically to the United States. Russia is only a threat insofar as they have become a schizophrenic voice in the American mind. That's how Russia is the threat.
In Mariupol today. There are American and Ukrainian journalists. And everyone will tell you who had contact who has contact now with Mariupol, who fled from there in the last minute just before the occupation, or who was able to leave to escape after the occupation. Chernov, who won an Oscar, was among them. And the journalists that left Mariupol, they are here. By the way, we had a conversation. They will tell you that 20,000, 30,000 civilians were tortured and buried there. We do not know the number of victims. People who didn't want to...
Fire at will. Activating self-destruct sequence.
Stay out of my way.
Sleeping wrecking ball up here? No?
Where?
Nobody? No? Okay, okay.
I hit
Yeah, man.
something.
Cool. That was not a heal pad situation. I'm using my heal pad way more on Soldier. I'm like you, I'm trying to rack up. Should have nanoed that, but there's too many people in the way.
Nano somebody? Nano somebody? Nano? Yeah.
Okay, I'll come with you, but I'm way slower, obviously. I should not have done this, I am so much slower. Fuck! I was just lining up to sleep. How did that kill you?
I was in, I think.
I've seen tougher spots.
Hubby, left, hubby, left, okay.
Sorry, the Juno was literally one head away from dead, too. Want it all?
No, it's fine.
No, never mind. Yeah. Their ball is switching. Oh, I got left behind every time.
Oh, nice.
You need to ult for you.
I like our diva.
Okay, I'll get it. I'm going up in the high ground on the left.
Okay.
So we can wombo combo and you're in line of sight. Never mind. Sorry, I did go to Diva. I should have gone up high ground, but I didn't. Dropping in.
Victory.
I give you a chance. And you.
Play of the game. Огонь по готовности.
I remember that combo. 2 off tank combo.
To work with them, who refused to cooperate with them, people who went on strikes to protest, people who did not want to work with the Russians who occupied Mariupol. And this is one example, just with this city. And I have a question for you. What about the millions of children? And I will ask you in Russian so that you hear this without delay. What about the millions of children over there? What if we just arranged a ceasefire without understanding what would happen next? Without understanding what will happen to Ukraine's security guarantees? What about the millions of children in the occupied territories? What should I tell them? What am I to tell them? What is it I should tell them? What? Whatever?
Republicans and conservatives are the weakness that drags the United States down. Yeah, I would say MAGA. But when I talked to the Keys guy, Lichtman, he just hated the Republicans, period. He said it was way more than MAGA. And having dug back the last, 3 decades, I think I kind of agree.
Hey, all of you over there, see ya. And those tens of thousands of people buried there, they were, is that what we want?
With Reagan?
Are we ready to
Yeah.
forgive them for this? We must at least take the first
Well,
step.
and
If this is a ceasefire,
what's
we
his
must know
face?
that there is a security guarantee for the part of Ukraine under our control.
Nixon?
We need
McConnell?
it so that he will
Oh,
not come
Mitch
back.
McConnell, yeah.
This is very important. And what do we say to the people who live in those territories? These are millions of people. Did you know that since 2014, in Donetsk, in the Crimea, this has
I'm
happened?
glad that he specified in the beginning, because too many people said the war started in 2022. And I think I try to correct people when I hear that. It's not 2022, it's 2014. And then Anna corrected me, and I won't make this mistake again, because I also say the civil war in the Donbass. It wasn't a civil war in the Donbass. It was always a Russian instigated war. I shouldn't even say civil war in the Donbass. It was always a war in the Donbass instigated by Russia as well.
Happening in Militz, 2014, in Donetsk, in the Crimea. This is happening in Melitopol as well. As in Berdyansk now. They are making all these kids of drafting age go and fight. And if they don't go, they will be killed. This is, do you understand what's happening? That is why a ceasefire. Everything I said. What I wish for, and I believe in President Trump's power to use all of this information to come up with a way to make Ukraine strong. And be strong. Why am I saying that? I will give you an example. President Trump will be in the same situation as I was in 2019. Precisely the same situation. I want to end the war. We want a lasting peace for Ukraine. We must do this. The ceasefire, exchange people, and then diplomatically return all territories. And we will do this through diplomacy. What will happen next with President Trump? If the ceasefire happens without security guarantees, at least for the territory we control, what does he get? If he manages to make a ceasefire deal, and 3 months later, Putin launches a new wave of attacks, what will Trump look like? What will Ukraine look like? What will everyone look like? Putin will just do it. And why would Putin do it? Because today, he's afraid of Trump. But once Trump manages, for example, to do a ceasefire deal without serious security guarantees for Ukraine, he will give a pass to Putin. Not that he wants to. No, he does not want that. I believe in what he says. But he will give Putin an opportunity. Because in Putin's head, he wants me to fight with Trump. Putin's plan is to end the occupation of our territory. This is in his sick head. And I'm absolutely sure of this. That is why I told you, don't wait for Putin to want to stop the war. Pressure him so that he is forced to stop the war. That's important.
It's important to say that what you said about the children is a tragedy. War is hell. But let me say again, we must.
Has it
Nice
always
found
been like
common
this to an
ground.
extent? Like you never helped Europe in World War II because of
Dude,
Nazis, only because you got hit by Japan.
that's all he
in
knows how to say.
Because of how far you're from Europe.
He's not
Obviously,
gonna add
Russian
any more.
civilization. I think
Putin's
that
gonna
post
kill
World
him
War
if he
II, I think
doesn't
America saw itself far more
say
as like
anything
a
else.
spiritual leader, I think, of the West, and I think that took shape sometimes in physical forms, whether it was the occupation and restoration of Japan or the massive amount of money that flowed to Europe.
It
or it
has
was
to
through,
be
like,
the
like
reason
treaties
why he
and
doesn't
whatnot,
give
like the
good
North
questions.
Atlantic Treaty Organization. Wait.
It has to be.
Yeah, and like these larger like supranational is incorporating multiple nations, right? Like these sorts of things. I think America took a much more purposeful navigation as leader of the free world or whatever. But I think that the answer, or I think that the issue right now is like when you listen to people talk about the United States, when you listen to people talk about Donald Trump, I think the issue is that right now, and I think unfortunately this is true, nobody really has an idea of what America stands for or what America wants. You always talk about America now as a country to kind of be manipulated or used, or Trump is like this empty vessel to fill your own desires with, to try to like move him in a way that like if we would ask like what does Trump view America's role in the world as? Nobody, even MAGA, would have an answer. I don't know. How does Trump see America in the world? Like, we truly have no idea. Largely because Trump is just not qualified for the job of being president of the United States. He can't even have a vision for America. He doesn't have the understanding, even the modern understanding enough to be able to say so.
Forced to stop the war. That's important.
It's important to say that what you said about the children is a tragedy. War is hell. But let me say again, we must find a path to peace.
There's one.
What is it?
There is one. Before ceasefire, strong Ukraine. Strong Ukraine's position? Yes, we can speak about it with Trump. For me, we can speak about security guarantees.
This has been a second thing that Zelensky, or he's brought this up a second time. I don't think this is a real quote. I doubt this is a real quote, but there's that picture of the democracy is two wolves and a lamb voting what to have for lunch. Liberty is a well-armed lamb contesting the vote. I don't know if this is a real quote or not. I doubt it came from this is saying it's fake. But you can't negotiate from a position of weakness because you have no leverage. This is real politique, or whatever we want to call it. You need to be strong. You need to be able to negotiate from a position of strength. And this idea that Ukraine can just roll over and negotiate as a defeated enemy and accept, because at that point you're basically doomed to accept whatever terms you're offered. There is no, and Russia is not a country that's going to give you a great deal of leniency in those negotiations if they feel like you're in a position of weakness as well. Right?
Started with Trump. For me, we can speak about security guarantees, but a quick step is NATO. A partial membership NATO. Yes, I understand. I understand Trump's feelings about NATO. I heard him. He's thinking through all of it, of course. But anyway, yes, NATO is a strong security guarantee for all the people, for us. Part of security guarantee. The second part is the arms aid package, which we will not use. If a ceasefire works, nobody will use the weapons. For what? But it has to stay. But with all due respect to the United States and to the administration, not like before. I don't want the same situation like we had with Biden. I ask for sanctions now, please. And weapons now. And then we will see. If they start it again, of course, we'll be happy if you'll give us more and you will stand with us shoulder to shoulder. Of course, that is right. But it's different when you have weapons. Putin wouldn't have been able to occupy so much territory. It was very difficult for us to push him out. But we didn't have weapons before. That's the same situation. It can be the same situation.
I wonder how much of this could have been avoided if Obama held the line. I'm not sure how hard he would have been able to push against Putin in 2014, though. I doubt it. Obama just had nothing. There was just no leverage at that point. Iraq and Afghanistan had destroyed us. The Arab Spring and then the Syrian civil war and the refugee crisis that resulted, I think the entire world was burned out on. I bring up Iraq and Afghanistan quite a bit as undermining U.S. foreign intervention, but truly in Europe, it was the Syrian refugee crisis. I think that shook all of it. I don't speak on that one as much, but I think the refugee crisis after the Arab Spring, I think is the thing that changed a lot of Europe's views on the Middle East, and probably also soured a lot of Europe's views on American foreign intervention as well. That was a hugely influential thing. I think a lot of European politics would follow for the next decade.
I'm just sharing this with you. Like I said at the very beginning, I want to be very honest with you and with your audience. Yes, it's true. If we do not have security guarantees, Putin will come again.
To make it clear, let's describe the idea that you were speaking about. I would like to offer you other ideas too. But right now, your idea is that NATO, except Ukraine minus the 5 regions of Luhansk, Donetsk, Zaporizhia, Kherson, and Crimea.
Just so you understand the situation, the invitation to NATO is legislated exclusively to Ukraine. So to us, all those territories are still Ukraine. But NATO so far can only act in the part that is under Ukrainian control. This can be negotiated. I'm sure about that. Yes, this would not be a great success for us, but if we see a diplomatic way to end the war, this is one of the ways. So it is. That is a start. Secondly, weapons, arms aid package.
Yeah,
I'm not ready to discuss the right now. It's all written down. And President Trump might have seen it or not, but we've got no secrets from him. Yes. So, but mostly it depends on the willingness of the United States, because some of it will come from the EU.
Would you support more regulations on TV news to replicate the impartiality of the 50s and 60s and prevent misinformation? I would have like 15 years ago, but it's too late now. Now the battlefield is on the fake news media. You have to be out here and you have to fight it. I think it's like a war. It's too late to just regulate all the misinformation in the way. You have to get more academics, more people involved.
Some from the United States, all together. So not just from the United States. No, we need unity with this package. So the package,
you alive?
Yes, thank you. But I think it's in the interest of all the smart people to not have Russian energy on the market in general. So he has to stop.
Incredibly sorry for the way Lex.
Why am I eating off the cooldowns?
You're alive, ain't you? You're eating the healer cooldowns too.
Russian imperialism, Eastern Europeans, Western Europeans.
That's all. It's fine. American oil, American gas is okay. Why not? And it's cheaper. So it will be cheaper for the whole world. The money will go to the United States. And I think he will be happy. And the president and your people will be happy. But it's your decision. I'm just sharing. Yes, in cheap oil. So Putin won't have so much money for the war. And that's it.
But this is difficult because it's a lot. You're saying to continue the sanctions on Russia to accept Ukraine into NATO. I need to ask you some difficult questions about this.
Yes, go on.
I misunderstood and nailed the wrong person. I'm not going down there.
Oh, what's right there?
Fucking long to get back up here.
Meteor strike.
Careful, do this.
What? I thought for sure that was going to be on me. Oh my god, heal me more. Fuck. Should have gone forward, not backwards.
Much better. Justice reigns from above.
Nice. There's the Sombra above us, of course. I got you, I got you. Going up top.
30 seconds remaining.
Can't handle the heat. Stay out of my way.
10 seconds remaining.
Do something.
Play of the game.
Nice.
I feel bad for that, Mercy.
Don't think Diana knows you're there.
Nope. Just too tunnel visioned.
I trust and respect your words today. Many people respect and love you in America. Trump respects you.
Loves me?
Oh, come on now. Remember last time you corrected me? When I said that you love Javier Milei, you said, no, I respect him. So let's not talk about love today. But can
What?
we talk seriously about guaranteeing Russia's security?
I thought he
Can I
was
interview
talking
you on
about love
question is,
today.
what land is the war happening on? And
Yeah. What?
I missed it.
Oh god, is
Because it's a lot. You're saying to continue the sanctions on Russia to accept Ukraine into NATO. I need to ask you some difficult questions about this.
yes, go on.
I trust and respect your words today. Many people respect and love you in America. Trump respects you.
Loves me?
Oh, come on now. Remember last time you corrected me? When I said that you love Javier Milei, you said, no, I respect him. So let's not talk about love today. But could we talk seriously about guaranteeing Russia's security?
Okay, can I interview you on that land? Question is, what land is the war happening on? And
yeah. What? Oh god, is Lex gonna bring up the invasion into whatever the is it Kursk? I don't remember. I don't even know the names of them. Into Russia right now.
where did it start?
Yeah,
On our soil,
Yes.
on our territory.
Yeah.
International law was violated. The sovereignty of our country was violated. Civilians were killed. Tens of thousands of our people were taken hostage. And everyone will tell you this happened. This is what happened. When I speak with the global south, which is trying to balance the two sides because of the history, because of their roots, and because of their shared economic.
This week, we're hosting a free trading and investing workshop right here in Los
Honk,
Angeles.
honk,
Inside this workshop,
salsa.
you'll learn that you don't need to be a Wall Street professional to trade like one. Instead of getting a finance degree,
aim to
what if you could
devastate.
figure out when and where Wall Street institutions were
Wherever they
buying?
hide.
Why are all the ads
with
on
Russia
Destiny
in the past.
stuff is
And
so
now,
weird?
of course, when you talk to them, They're speaking a little bit like you. I mean, they're balancing a little bit, you know. Yeah, a little bit in between, but we will work on it.
Yeah.
It's our first meeting. During the second one, you will be more on our side.
Yeah.
But it's just
You're very convincing.
we will.
Very charismatic.
Yeah,
Do you think Lex is genuinely pro RU or just brain rotted or believes everything is good? Honest to God, I don't know. I've spoken to Lex.
He's pro-Russian. Easy.
Does seem that way, yeah.
To me, but bro, I don't even.
No one is that brain
He
dead.
felt genuine. I hope he's genuine.
Thank you. But when I speak with them,
The thing that I'll say one, I'll give Lex credit for doing this interview and posting it, even if I think that doing it in Russian and all this the extra language is retarded. I'll give.
Can you pause it? Thank you.
Attack commencing. Escort the payload.
Just what I need. Flew right into my way.
Might have to switch because that Doom Genji is brutal for both of us. Yeah, this is awful.
Time to teach these bugs some manners.
Activating self-destruct sequence.
Maybe stuff jumping. Oh shit. Okay.
Helden sterben nicht.
You're pooped off the map, aren't I? Yeah, I am. Thank you.
Cover for you.
I'm just gonna go down there with the tanks. You can have that high ground, but you're on your own a little bit. Thank you.
No one can hide from my sight.
Jesus. They're coming for you.
Are they?
Drop.
Can you push payload? Oh god.
Fuck. Yuriko's still up there somewhere, right?
Yeah.
That should just jumped out, I think. Okay.
Still got some fight in me.
Okay. I'm just going low ground with the things. All I do. Scaring off Lonzo, but he's on them. Genji's half going up your stairs. I can't get to him now. Oh no, he left.
Genji will have ultimate.
Hey, I'm going with you, but I shouldn't be. Well,
Careful.
oh, he's one. But yeah, they're all here. Holy shit. You're doing it. Genji's still behind us somehow?
Yep, above us.
He's half. Playing a dangerous game here. I have to shoot him like 25 times and hope nobody heals him.
Ooh, where's this Genji? Oh,
You can get healing, right?
careful, Genji might.
Yep. Holy shit. Fuck, I can't hit that. Genji. Where's that baby diva though?
Okay.
Enemy in my sight. There's much for you to do.
Fuck. Diva's got bomb again.
I've seen tougher spots.
I hate to kill you. 30 seconds.
Take the objective now. Get that thing moving.
Oh, frick, eh.
10 seconds remaining.
How'd that Genji go?
I don't know.
They'll regret
Top, I assume. I'm stuck over here.
Fuck it, eh? He's so close!
game.
I'm with you.
Like credit for posting this, for doing it and posting it. However, I will say that, and there's a thing that I've been focusing on a lot, when you fall into bad information environments, it is just so much, there is such an ecosystem for believing in bullshit that it is so hard to break out of it. You have to change, because now MAGA and the right-wing misinformation apparatus has extended to every single thing. Everything, right? If I go online and I watch my favorite like gym influencers, like they're all MAGA, and then I go to the gym and I work out, and a girl hits on me and I fumble it, and then I go online and I look up like dating advice for red pill people, they're all MAGA. And it's like, Jesus, okay. And then after that, like let's say I'm walking home and I just want to listen to like some comedians, they're making like anti-Biden, pro-Trump jokes, and their audiences are all MAGA. And then I get home and then I'm like kind of like loading up like random, I don't know, like whatever other entertainment, like Joe Rogan or whatever other normal, like that's all MAGA. Like it is extended to so many different aspects of life. Like I'm driving home in my Tesla that's owned by Elon Musk, the company of Elon. Like it's just infected so much. And the idea that if I were to try to communicate with anybody in that world and say like, hey, this thing is wrong, not only am I causing some cognitive dissonance there and forcing them to reconcile something like, oh shit, well that doesn't right. When they go back to their ecosystem, it's going to be so much reinforcing of all of these bad talking points, of all the disinformation, of all the bullshit.
You know what's so sad is that there isn't that much
so much
MAGA people. It's just they're all over the news.
Aren't you just explaining people's choosing of their own media? I think you're being a bit extensive about the echo chamber reach. No, because you don't choose your own media anymore. A lot of it is chosen for you. For all of his issues and having a good back and forth conversation. Jason Paul was the last DNC chair candidate guy that I interviewed, right? One of the things that, I think he's the one who said it, right? That like you choose a little bit of your social media and then it chooses you. The algorithms like will feed you more and more information. You're not choosing what media to consume anymore. It's being chosen for you after you've made a couple of choices for things that'll make you feel good, basically, right? The algorithms and the AI, whatever I'm gonna say, are not feeding you things to give you a balanced view of the world. They're feeding you things to maintain your happiness so that you stay on the platform and you click through more links on the platform, you consume more content on the platform. That's it. That's not maximizing for a truthful, honest world. That's just maximizing for things that keep you on the site for longer.
You're very convincing. Very charismatic.
Yeah, thank you. But when I speak with them, it's very important. Even with their balancing attitude towards the war, they all recognize that this is a war. This is not just internal conflict. This is a full-scale war that Putin began.
It doesn't have to just be happiness, right? The platform's going to maximize for rage bait because it keeps you engaging. I think they generally optimize for things that keep you on the site, and I think that things that just rage bait or make you mad, I don't know if that keeps you engaged for as long. I think they do actually want to have you like happier on the sites or feeling better.
And all of them, if you talk to them, they say, but then they all recognize that it's his own.
But like, just think about how many pathways there are to the right. Even self-improvement stuff, all the self-improvement guys, all of those dudes are interviewing all of the right-wing MAGA people, all the far-right authoritarian, all the Weinsteins and all these other people, like all of them. It's just everybody now. Everybody. It's insane.
But then they all recognize that it's his own big mistake, Putin's mistake, and that he's not right. That's why I said, no, he's not right. And you have to begin from this. If you begin at the middle, between Ukraine and Russia, of course we can speak like this. You are in the middle and say, okay, what's going on? There is a fight. Where is the fight? It's not the fight like in Europe, when Napoleon is fighting against somebody in the middle of Europe. No, this is not in the middle of somewhere of the planet, not the planet. It's concretely on our land. Country with one army, one person came to another. That's it. It's very clear.
Again, I would like us to find a path to peace. So let us nevertheless try to start in the middle. What other ideas do you think might...
Oh my God.
What if both Ukraine and Russia are accepted into NATO?
Like what? Like my fellow countrymen, why can we not? Like, why are we doing this when we have the opportunity to interview Zelensky, the leader of a country currently out? Like, why? Why would we do this right now? Do we really need to do this right now?
Putin himself spoke about Russia, maybe about NATO. What you just said is very correct. What are the guarantees for Russia? It's not like I'm even interested in what happens to them. To be honest, I don't care what will happen to them in the future after the war ends. But these are our borders, and we must understand what is going on there. Well, the NATO guarantees for Ukraine. Actually, this is also a security guarantee for the Russians. Frankly, I talked about this many times before. Sorry, I'm speaking figuratively, but as an example, if you were a father who lost his children, a grown man, a man, an adult, and the war has ended, and he never got justice for real. For example, somebody decides to freeze support. We won't give you anything. You can't fight. You can't continue. So we stop when we stop, without any guarantees, without any support, without financing, okay. And nobody is held accountable, but the man lost his children. He will not get anything. None of the killers will be in prison. All the sanctions will be removed, and he lost his children. And we have thousands of such people. Why do you think they will not go to Russia? We'll find a way and we'll not kill the Russian soldiers there or somebody there. Why wouldn't they? It's human nature. It's not about us. It's everyone. Read American writers. Always after any war. If there's no justice for people, there must be punishment for the crime. It is only justice. How come my child was taken away? The war took him. This is very scary. And even whether it was my son who was fulfilling his constitutional duty or simply a missile that struck a civilian child, and if there is no justice and the killers are not punished, why wouldn't these people come back with hate? They will definitely come back. So when we talk about NATO, NATO is not only stopping Russia. Do not forget, NATO is stopping us too. Because there will not be justice for everyone. We know that NATO does not have the right to solve certain issues with war. NATO is a security alliance. It is protection, not brainwashing. What Putin claims, that this is offensive, is not true. NATO is a defensive alliance, a security alliance, and it is security for Russia.
But unfortunately, there are many options for peace. They don't involve NATO inviting Ukraine as a member.
Really?
Can you imagine security guarantees without NATO membership? For example, if America simply leaves NATO, I believe there is a high likelihood that Donald Trump would do such a thing.
I think it's very...
What?
What?
Are we talking about?
How does that help
for NATO.
anybody?
That's the end. That's the death of NATO. It is a pity because I think that it's a very good alliance. Maybe not
Just
everything good there
doesn't
from
want
geography
to.
or money,
I feel like he just
totally
doesn't want to
countries where
interview
NATO,
Zelensky.
they
He just
don't
wants to
fight.
say whatever he
There is
wants
no
to say.
war on the land of any
NATO
of these
country.
NATO countries.
Correct.
I think it's
Zelensky should
the end.
just
It works
ask
politically,
him,
it works politically or
how
militarily.
does
I don't
that
know,
help?
But it works. So without Trump, without the United States of America, there will not be NATO. That is the first. So, and you say, can we imagine that? That what?
There is a world where, because what is it? I should know these. I don't know off the top of my head. I think the UK and France and who else still have nuclear weapons? Like theoretically, you still have a nuclear umbrella. It's just much smaller. And I don't know what the deployment capabilities of the other nuclear powers looks like absent the United States. I'm not sure, but there is some really weak version of NATO that could theoretically still exist. But
there could be security guarantee without.
No, we don't need guarantees without the United States. That's it, because the United States is a very strong, powerful country. The United States puts the point. Of course, Putin said that it's just the Soviet Union, where, by the way, Ukraine was the second strong republic militarily. Yes, by the way, but he of course, always forgets about it. But during World War II, without help of the United States, support of your troops, support of your industry, industrially, militarily, without your money, without your people, Hitler could win. So the United States helped a lot. Of course, Europe, USSR, and of course everybody fought. Everybody did a lot. But without the United States, it couldn't be such. I don't use the word success because I think that there is no war which ends successfully. Because this is a war. 7-figure losses, heavy losses in World War II, millions of people. And that's why without the United States, security guarantees are not possible. I mean these security guarantees which can prevent Russian aggression. Of course, we have security guarantees bilaterally with some countries, financing, support of our internal military and defending.
that's not the issue. The issue is that France will preemptively strike if the retirement age is raised too high, or if somebody accidentally steps foot into Romania. They are insane.
Guarantees bilaterally with some countries, financing, support of our internal military and defending, and humanitarian issues, and demining, which is very important, and helping our children in the school networks. By the way, this is a very sensitive point. How many bomb shelters? How many bomb shelters we built with the partners for the children? And it's a pity that they are underground, but can you imagine their eyes? When they came after COVID, you understand what does it mean COVID, but they had COVID in the war, and together they didn't see each other for so many years. And when they saw each other, even underground, they were very happy and smiling. So we have such security guarantees, but it's not enough to prevent. Yes, preventive measures also work. To prevent the aggression of Putin.
You're right, English is better than my Russian. This is wonderful.
God, it gives so much energy of talking to a black person and doing he speaks so well when a black person can speak English. Oh God, isn't that just Lex admitting they should have spoken English? It's Zelensky.
I'm not sure.
I could be wrong, but hasn't Zelensky had a conversation or two in English before? I thought he's spoken a couple times. Haven't we seen him speak at least once or twice in English? Maybe.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
we've heard him.
It depends on many things, of course.
Now, to be fair, he's got the earpiece there, so maybe he's getting a live translation.
Once again, come on, without NATO guarantees. I have a dream that, let's say, on January 25, or sometime at the end of January this year, you will sit down with Donald Trump, with Vladimir Putin, and together negotiate a ceasefire with strict security guarantees. And an agreement will be signed. What will this look like without NATO?
I will make it clear. And so, first of all, I think January 25th or some other day. Well, you just call it January 25th. And I don't mind. It's my birthday. And we sit down. First of all, with Trump. We agree with him on how we can stop the war, stop Putin. It is important for us to sit down.
Why do you think Zelensky agreed to interview with Lex Friedman, but not Tucker Carlson? They both seem pretty pro-Russian anyway. I can still chalk up every disagreement that I have with Lex. It's becoming harder, but I can chalk all of them up with Lex is in a bad information environment and tries too hard to both sides things. Tucker Carlson is a full-on anti-American Russian propagandist, like anti-US propaganda, crazy person. I just have Tucker Carlson is just it's unbelievable. It is unbelievable what he has turned into. Yeah.
With him. Secondly, it is very important for us that Europe, which is very important for us because we are part of Europe. And not only geographically, geopolitically, but also in the European Union where we will be. For us, it is very important that Europe also has a voice. It's the second thing. It won't be long because Europe will be looking at us and will be looking at Trump. And by the way, I now see that when I talk about something with Donald Trump,
you rightfully call it Russian assets in RW, right wing, but not Russian assets in left wing like Bernie, Glenn Greenwald, Jackson, and Cutter assets like Cenk, Ryan Grimm, Pyle. I don't know who you are or who you think you're talking to, but I have called out Glenn Greenwald a fuck ton. I don't believe Bernie Sanders is like a pro-Russia guy. I think he's pretty pro-American. Jackson, you mean like Jackson Hinkle? Absolutely. Cenk, I don't know about him. Ryan Grimm is highly questionable. Kyle Kalinske just has bad foreign policy takes. Tulsi Gabbard is fully purchased. Actually, I really can't tell for Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard is one of the hardest to
Oh
tell
my
people
God!
because
How
she's
could
so
you not
fantastically
tell?
moronic that I actually don't know. Like,
I mean,
anything
he
is
just said
possible.
she's fully purchased,
anything
and that
is
was
possible
right.
because she's just so stupid. Unbelievably stupid.
I mean, she is, but she's obviously fully purchased too.
It's stuff like this.
In addition to her takes all being completely Russia aligned, she's also been, photographed,
With
eating meals
Assad
with Putin and
and
stuff. And Assad, yeah.
It's like stuff like that that makes me like, Destiny, how could you be so blind? How do you give these like
I mean, he's pretty much got the right idea, right?
Yeah, but
He's
like,
quibbling over is there some chance she's just really, really dumb? And the answer is no, but even if the answer is like maybe a little bit, who cares? Either way, the point is
but that
you
that
can't.
that little bit is what bothers me. Like,
Yeah.
it's enough to give.
Okay. Oh, I gotta reload. Fuck. Oh. Waiting. Yeah. It was. Oh my god. Finally fucking killed something. Jesus Christ. Ooh, that's a lot of people looking at me. I don't have a heal pad. Wanna come with me? His heal pad's down.
Have to be careful. Okay. Oh, we tried.
God damn it. Try the other side just to throw him off. Phase 1! Punch him, anything! Yeah, you got some.
Fuck. Can't.
Fuck, let's try. If I could headshot him a little more from point blank while he's ulting, and then he probably would have died. That's alright. We're giving that up, aren't we?
Yeah.
Objective lost.
Should be on the other side. Ugh. Should have just tanked it. Like, healed me.
Nice.
How did they not touch with the Zen ult?
Yeah, why didn't they?
Play of the game.
Yeah, Candyman.
No problem.
I've got you in my sights.
What's the soldier challenge impossible?
Ulting and hitting everything for free. Oh, look at the soldier challenge. Impossible. Nobody's looking at the soldier. That's the point.
The influence of Donald
Challenge
Trump.
is looking.
And this has never happened before with an American president.
Okay,
I tell
I
you
did
from my
not get
experience,
that.
this also gives you confidence, that he
Me
can
neither.
stop this war.
Right away.
That is why we in Trump come first, and Europe will support Ukraine's position.
I don't think you'll like this, but I think Lex genuinely wanted to be your friend. You could have been part of his information landscape, rebuild the bridge. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I can text her and figure it out. It's very, very challenging dealing with these types of people. I had a huge argument with a friend who was very critical of me during the Exploding Firefighter arc. And I remember that we talked for a while, and they were like, hey, I think that the way that you're approaching right-wingers is not okay. Like, it's just too aggressive. Like, you're making so much progress in terms of appealing to them, blah, blah. And I remember asking this friend, I was like, hey, how many conversations have you had like this with people on the right? Have you ever talked to a right-wing friend where somebody in your camp and said, hey, maybe we're a little bit too much people left? Dead silent. Every single time. Yeah, I don't know. Well,
Because they understand that Ukraine has every right to have its voice heard in this because we are at war. Trump and I will come to an agreement, and then and I am sure that he can offer strong security guarantees together with Europe, and then we can talk to the Russians. That's right. Not just three of us sitting down at once. And you still talk to me like that? Do you know how? As if Putin wants to sit down and talk, but Ukraine does not. This is not.
I think that, yes, he is in fact ready to talk.
Did you talk to him?
On the phone or what?
How do you normally talk to him?
I don't know. Normally by the sea. The same with you. He invites you to the sea.
How is that not a sign that he's fucking...
why doesn't...
I mean, that's a good question. That's what I wanted Zelensky to say earlier. It's like,
You know.
he keeps saying, I believe, there's a peaceful solution. You can say, based on what? Like, tell me what makes you think that. It sounds like wishful thinking. There's no reality there.
This disinformation ecosystem. Did he run at the right time, or was there always this media script? No, Trump is just a guy who's in the right place at the right time. I don't think Trump is very intentional in terms of how he manipulates things. He was a guy in the right place at the right time who happened to be able to take advantage of it. None of his navigating was very intentional.
Hear what happens then.
I have never talked to Vladimir Putin, but I have a feeling.
Oh, yeah. I have a feeling. I wish I could have amazing interviews with people with this feeling.
Oh my god.
Why did he come back?
New ball?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Balcony.
What's this?
Medical technology is truly extraordinary.
I need help here.
This will help you. I am here to support. No one can hide.
Fuck. Hey.
Improving your vitals.
I have no thanks for a moment.
Angel at your shoulder. Feel stronger? Heroes never die. Not to worry. I'll catch you.
Oh shit, I thought you were still here. Fuck. Help the widow.
No one
What? That's not cool.
My skills are still needed. I'm Dinah Zeiter, fostering you.
Goodbye. Powered up.
This will just take a moment.
I'll try.
Has someone touched my door?
Supplying damage increase. My ultimate ability. What we hope with it.
The pad here if you need it.
Tactical visor activated.
Enhancing your strength.
Your pain will be endless.
I need help.
Mercy in the Reitschaftsdienst.
Recover your strength.
Heroes never die.
There's a test subject.
Balcony. What happened? I turned around and the tanks were dead.
I must return to my post.
I'm on defense.
Surrender to my will.
Fuck! That's what that sound was.
Balcony.
Sorry. Ugh.
more careful. I will not leave a broken world behind. Keep fighting.
Watch out! I'm slipping! Don't move! Charging. Rise, ancient flame!
I mean. Alright, I'm running. Running over to this side. You might want to do the same. You're coming.
Oh, you're so close.
Oh shit.
Can't help you. You have to come
I
out
know,
the window.
I know.
What?
Well, I don't know how I can. Yeah, I guess I could just run to the window, but my heel pad was over there.
We'll make your way back to the window?
Yeah, that's where Genji. I mean, I'm dead no matter what. There's no getting out of it.
I'm not finished.
Or if you realize you can't really kill him with so much health, you can just drop down.
Take caution.
Yeah, I should have just dropped down, but I think if you went the other way, if we went the same direction, we would have been fine.
On the high ground? I wasn't on the high ground.
Huh?
I'm not on the high ground.
You were, and then you dropped.
Yes, because there was a Reaper, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I had you.
Didn't you tell me to drop though?
No. I told you to back off and come this way, where I am.
Oh.
Stand up straight. Hold on. Reloading.
I'm gonna go back up there.
Freeze! Don't move.
Tactical visor activated. For the Crusaders!
Why? I'm not even sure mine was necessary, but Ryan, come on, buddy.
30 seconds remaining.
Hold up the defense until the end.
Oh shit, I fell.
Stayed up.
I was trying to stay up while dodging the bomb and stuff, and then I slipped off.
I've got you in my
Nice.
For the Crusaders!
That's fun.
Healing fortified.
Play of the game.
What do you think about one more game and then sleep so that we can have lots of time to be productive tomorrow?
Whatever you want.
he is ready because Donald Trump is ready. I hope you're ready. And this is not just a feeling, but
Like, even the phrasing of this, they're like, everybody's ready for peace but you, Zelensky.
Yeah.
Putin's ready. Putin is ready. I hope you're ready. Like, Jesus, like, that's so
he is ready
aggressively.
because Donald Trump is ready. I hope you're ready. And this is not just a feeling, but a dream. I have a dream here that the three of you will get together in a room and make peace.
Zelensky should say, what kind of peace should Ukraine accept?
Security guarantees look like that will satisfy Ukraine, will satisfy Russia.
Ukraine needs security guarantees first and foremost. We are in danger. That is why they are cold sold. This is no joke. Let's take a few steps back. Interesting. Why are security guarantees, a strong position of Ukraine, strong weapons, and so on so important? I will give you a little history lesson. Although I think you have prepared yourself and know everything perfectly, well, you can correct me on that. Yes, Ukraine had security guarantees. The Budapest Memorandum. Nuclear weapons are the security guarantees that Ukraine had. Ukraine had nuclear weapons. I do not want to characterize it as good or bad. Today, the fact that we do not have them is bad.
I think Zelensky should change. He's probably that was way more than me, but I think Zelensky should change how he frames those Budapest memorandums rather than calling them security guarantees, because they weren't really. It was more just like hopefully. He should phrase the Budapest memorandum as a non-NATO security guarantee. What does it look like when we have security guarantees without NATO enforcing them? That's what it looks like. It's all. It's nothing. It doesn't mean anything without there being like the full force and the brunt of the military force of NATO backing it. It's just words on paper, which is what the Budapest memorandums were. Which is words on paper. For people that aren't aware of it, basically in '94, Ukraine, Kazakhstan, and Belarus all had, I think, nuclear stockpiles left over from the Soviet Union, and to return these aging stockpiles back to Russia proper, where they could control them, maintain them, and everything else, they agreed to give back all of these nuclear weapons in 3 different separate agreements called the Budapest Memorandums. And they guarantee that if we give you back these weapons, you're not going to try to take our territory, fuck with our leaders, or do any weird shit to our countries. And the signatories to these were the U.S., Russia, and then it was Ukraine, Belarus, and Kazakhstan are their own individual ones, along with Budapest. It was like the UK, France, the United Kingdom, the United States, Russia, Ukraine.
I don't know where I'm going. Where did I go this way? Jesus. Oh my god, the Mercy barely lived. Nice. Whew, that was close. Nice. Close call. Holy shit, he exploded it. I've got an EMP though. Soldier above.
I'm trying to.
We're just losing too many people. I should have joined Sombra, or I should have joined D.Va up there earlier. It's the sort of thing I need to get better at doing.
You could use EMP to just finish someone off and see we start off with.
I would have used, yeah, I agree. Oh, shit, I'll just go.
We don't need ultimate, I don't think.
Holy crap, I want to live though.
Yeah, we don't need an ultimate.
Not after that D.Va bomb.
Oh wait. What the hell? What was the point of pushing up there and using ultimate and not doing anything with your ultimate wrecking ball?
Yeah. Absolutely nothing.
won't get the best of me.
There's a break over here, though. Fuck. Get the break, get the break. You get the rank too. They're way over extended there, hopefully.
Jesus fucking Christ.
There we go.
I am not ready to ride in the sunset.
Enemy turret not gonna bother us anymore. Join me. Enemy here!
Oh shit, I fucked up. Oh well, kill the break. Hello. Nice. I rushed my translocate.
Fuckity.
Soldier's got pretty good aim.
I know one thing. Someone's
And they're attacking the point. Stop them. Targeting hostile. This would cut the pain.
Fuck! I just got my EMP. That ride is so low. What is even healing him? Damn it! Ugh. The second half of this round I played so poorly. I can come back with EMP if we can survive a little bit longer. Stay alive though. Fuck! So many mistakes. If I EMP'd when that D-bomb was going off, probably some of them die.
You still have any contacts with Los Muertos? I might. What's in it for me? I'd offer you money. I don't think that's what you're after. No. So, any good stories about the cowboy? Stop it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective. We can everyone focus.
Rick's the only healer. Wait, damn. Wait. Fuck. I overdid it. Overdid it. Damn, Zen.
Take the objective.
I'm on the point. Stop slacking
Enemy turret ahead.
She's gonna go. My fuse is lit. Enemy contact.
Okay.
How is that Zarya so charged? She's 100%. God, I'm playing terribly now. Okay, fine. I gotta play so carefully. I have an EMP, but our team is so far back.
Want a EMP?
Yep, go for it.
Someone touch point?
Alright, more like it.
I was getting EMP.
Yeah, it was maybe slightly too early, but they were actually starting to back off. I couldn't
Wait any longer,
wait
yeah.
longer.
To find success, we must search harmony.
Attack the objective. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 3. Capture the objective. Well, this is it.
Why? Why do I do this to myself?
Oh, for fuck's sakes. There's a soldier flanking on the right?
On the right?
On the opposite side of you.
Here, am I here? Am I here? Got him, I got him.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You know, I never really play around under here, but this is kind of neat, this little connection here.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love it on
this side
soldier.
some more.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, people!
Yeah, what the fuck? Were you behind the healers and they just didn't know you existed?
No, they just was shooting forward, but they were healing the tank that wasn't taking damage.
Ah, shit. Oh, BAP's so low. And I just ignored the venture for some reason. Let's keep it in mortality field. Is there a soldier flanking or anything?
I think it might be Venture.
Fuck. Yeah, Venture's terrifying. I can't do that. I forgot about Venture. Walked right into that Venture. Oh, nice job. I'll be right back. Damn it, I have an EMP for that fucking window too. I'm going. I got this.
Don't need it. Fuck.
Uh-oh.
Fuck.
I should have done it.
No, we should have focused on the soldier on the left side.
Well, I was chasing him around, so were you.
No, before that.
Oh, I mean, I went for him as soon as I noticed he was there. I probably didn't notice him right
You went around to kill our healers on the left side.
I know, I was chasing him while he killed our Ana, at least.
Okay, hold on.
Shit, I'm almost dead. Fuck. Do that. Damn. My bad, that was a bad game for me. We totally should have won that game.
Play of the game.
This soldier needed to be dealt with. You needed to stop him from flanking.
Yeah, I see that.
Ready for battle.
So this soldier, this soldier needed to be dealt with. Did you not see him? Did you not see him go left here?
No. I mean, I might have. I don't remember. I saw that Zen and he was really vulnerable, so I went for him. I don't remember. I might have been tunnel visioned a bit.
But it's part of the DPS and especially Sombra's job is to deny their flanks, deny them from coming in. It's part of the DPS job to stop a flank. You can't just ignore them and just go for the backline.
Hey, I get it, honey.
Every soldier needs a cause.
And he has been flanking all of that whole 3 round uncontested. I'm trying to deal with him,
I'll try to do a better job next time. Holy crap. Hanzo's one, if you see him. Like, absolutely one. Thank you. I can't believe they weren't able to push me out of that window. I'm not with you. Oh, Mercy's not with you either. Be safe. I'm gonna rotate towards the right so that I can take that long sight line. I might nano you if you want it.
No.
Thanks.
I'm a man on a mission. Stay out of my way.
And you want it?
Yep. No?
Oh, shit.
Okay. It was a little late.
I thought you were coming up here, sorry. You. Scary movement there.
You picked the wrong enemy.
Go for the objective. Next, flashpoint, temple.
Oh no. Got no sleep.
If I'm still standing, I'm still
Flashpoint
fighting.
unlocks in 10 seconds. Flashpoint unlocked.
My FPS dropped to 48 for some reason. This feels awful. What's going on?
I don't know.
It's like, it's consistently 48. Is yours low? No, right? The hell? So weird. Oh, this is so hard. I don't know what's happening. This hurts my brain. I know I'm being a first world problem over here.
That's better.
This ends now.
Oh, I wish I did. Nano.
Testifying against Overwatch.
Is it because of my stream?
I don't think so. It just started happening. Not 72. What is happening?
My FPS dropped too. 68.
What do you... Yeah, I'm at 68 now. Okay, that was overkill.
I've like turned everything off. It must be an Overwatch thing.
Yeah, it must be the server somehow, because there's no way we're both FPS lagging. I guess he's just trying to touch.
Much better. Fields online. Enemy team down. Push forward now.
Temple secure. Next,
Good block. I'm getting nauseous at all.
Yeah. Fuck. Where did everybody?
Bastion was there, but unfortunately Bastion just took a bunch of damage and was like in the way of all my heals. What is that? What are we doing? You wanna go for it?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to nano you and not fucking Roadhog. Oh, how can anybody aim like this? 30 FPS, it's like a console.
Everyone, heal up.
I feel like Bastion's gonna go get himself killed.
That warms the bones. Come get healed.
Kind of just throwing themselves.
Yeah. That was rude.
Play of the game.
Where did that kill Kiriko? Maybe you turned the shield right at the wrong time or something?
Maybe.